Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Holy five head. I had to check if my five fingers fit up here. That's why it's called five head, in case you guys didn't realize. What's everybody doing today? It's Friday. I'm feeling extra loud. Sometimes I yell at my coworkers and they're like, "Oh my God, why are you yelling?" I'm like, "Why are you so sensitive?" Ugh, this is why I hate lipstick. I always feel like it's on my teeth. But this is my favorite. It's called where is it? Let me show you guys. Buxom Full On Plumping Lip Matte. And it's called Dolly. Good morning, happy feet, happy soul to soul NP charity. Hey K Mitch, good to see you. East PA girl, Rhonda. Wow, there's already 20 of you guys in here. You guys must have been waiting. Annie is okay. It's okay, Annie. That was my solo just for you, Annie. You could have probably lived without that one though, but hey, you get what you get sometimes. So my title this morning is What the Heck? And it's literally been one of those weeks. I posted the picture that's on my thumbnail on Facebook a couple of days ago. It might have been a week ago. Because it's been continuously crazy since I moved to this new spot. It's literally been continuously crazy. But the more days that go by, the crazier it gets. Basically, let me tell you in a quick second. Dolly! You can't see it. No, yeah, you can. That's the color name. It's Dolly! Oh, and I got a new cuppy. Oh, I gotta show you guys. Hold on. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I got this at, and I feel like I paid like $8 for this. Because when I saw it, I was like, I'm getting this. No matter what. I don't care if it's $50. I'm buying it. So cute. It's the little things in life, man. Hey, Grey Wolf. Good to see you. Courtney. Jexlyn. Miss Cindy E. Good to see you guys. Good to see you guys this morning. What do you think? It was $8. It was only one, or else I would have probably bought like a whole set. Of course, it's Dolly Parton. But everybody loves Dolly Parton. Like, if you don't love Dolly Parton, there's something wrong with you. Just saying. So anyways, my thumbnail. Basically posted it a couple weeks ago, probably. I feel like it's been a day or two, but, you know, it's probably been like a month. And it's because my, what am I calling them? My utensils at work? My work desk pals? See, look. It's not supposed to come off. The things that I have on my desk, aka toys, whatever you want to call them. I'm a child, I know. They were having a mass hysteria moment because of how chaotic the workday was and how the computer wasn't working, the phone wasn't working. Thank God that's all fixed now. But now that that's fixed, basically we've got this whole scenario of like the four of us, which there's 4 people in the office basically. But the 4 of us are handling like, I can't even begin to explain. I mean, knickknacks, that's a good thing to call them. Excuse me. Basically everything is chaotic at all times and you can't even prepare for it. Because it's basically like I go home, I go hang out, chill, whatever, go in the pool, hang out with Ava, go to dinner, and then I come back to work after a good night's sleep, which is never a thing. Good night's sleep? What is that? And then I get into work and I left the day before with like maybe 2 appointments. I get there the next morning and it's literally like somebody thought it would be funny to prank me, or somebody just, you know, decided to go out on the highway and wreck a bunch of people's vehicles. Like something happens every night to where I come in the next day and it's literally like 2 appointments every 30 minutes. And I'm like, all while I'm answering calls, while I'm following up on vehicles from the day before, and I am handing out work, while I'm collecting AR, and I'm just like, I love chaos for the most part. I mean, chaos is my middle name. It's literally PJ Chaos Vision. I should change my name so everybody can call me the correct name, right? But it's literally PJ Chaos Vision. And for the most part, I love it. But in the very beginning of like new jobs, you know how when you get into a new place, new environment, new settings, you have to get used to everything and everybody. And it's like I'm not 100% certain in what I'm saying. So I like hesitate and like I'm not as authoritative. So I'm just like, ugh, I hate it. Anyways, long story short, today is Friday. And no matter how chaotic it gets, no matter how crazy my knickknacks become, I will get through it and it will be the best day of my life. Because it's Friday, my nails are did, my glasses are crooked, but they're Gucci's, and that's just what it is. That's just how it's going to be. That's just where we're at. No ifs, ands, buts about it. But the controlled chaos is ultimately going to be key. We're just going to live our best life in the chaos. We're going to thrive in the chaos and laugh at the chaos. We're going to, what else? Not laugh at the customers, because that's something that you're not supposed to do. It's frowned upon. Don't laugh at the customers. I almost dropped you guys. Don't do it. I did it yesterday. Now, okay. Don't tell anybody, but there's this customer that was here that had been coming back, and he seemed like he tripped and fell out the trailer park. And no offense to anybody that lives in the trailers, it's nothing like that. It's more or less the demeanor of your attitude, I guess. Not necessarily, like, is it just a trailer park? Maybe it was a ghetto trailer park. His demeanor was just so... Good morning, short legs. Good to see you. Chilly Los Angeles. Man, I'm jealous. I've always wanted to go to California. That's awesome. It's 4:30 in the morning, though. Man. Anyways, this man comes in, and I have to get people's emails. So I look over, and his email is... His last name is Caps. So that's not doxing anybody. Clearly, there's a lot of, Caps. But his email is Caps Daddy. And every time he talks to me or the other lady, he literally finishes off with, okay, baby, I got you, baby. All right, whatever you need, baby. Sir, I am not your baby. Your piece of shit dinosaur cars from 1997, and I guarantee you it's going to be a total loss. So therefore, you're really sitting here, coming up in here, talking to me about all these, here's the part for this, and make sure you put that in this, and blah, 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 blah. Your dinosaur car will not make it out of here alive. I promise you. So what happens? His car gets totaled. So what does he want? He wants us to put the bitch together so he could take it home. Sir, Caps Daddy Caps, Mr. Baby Mama Wannabe Drama Man. I don't think that's how that works. I mean, we could do it to the best of our abilities, but there's just no. Get you a new car, sir. The dinosaur is not going to make it past 50. But no, he wants to come up in here and demand things and Caps Daddy Baby this and... Okay. I laughed at him. It was not a good time. I got chewed out just a little bit. But I couldn't help it. I mean, call me baby one more time. And I swear, you might get if we weren't at work, you might have had a backhand at that point. But hey, we're at work, so no, that's kind of frowned upon. They don't. Pittsburgh nurse, that's exactly what it was. The bumper was what's it called, retired, no longer available for whatever reason because it's old as dirt. They don't make it anymore. That's exactly what that was the issue. And then he wanted to put in extra labor hours to buff it out. The bitch is crooked, like bent in freaking 15 shapes. It's literally like this. Like this. This is the bumper. Discontinued. Thank you. I have a hard time with words in the morning. I don't know what's wrong with me, but it's like, what is that word? No clue. Sometimes I miss EMS and the controlled chaos there, because there at least you feel like you're doing something good for humanity. But then there's times in EMS where it's basically like, what am I doing with my life also? So like EMS, somebody asked me in my comments yesterday, they thought that I worked in EMS. I volunteered as an EMT. That's way better. You know, it makes you feel real good when you give your time and get to go do CPR on people and help others and make them better. And then there's, you know, the times that you don't. What the heck happened to his fancy ride in the first place? Good question. That was none of my business, or else I would have happily heard that story. But I simply took his keys and told him that his car would probably most likely not make it through the night. I don't know. But Cap's daddy was definitely one I might remember for a minute. That was like my first code. I'll always remember that one. Or my first trauma on scene. I was freaking a student, and this girl had a freaking paring knife in her chest. And I'm in the freaking room with her looking around like the detective that I am. And I see like this open diary. And as an EMT, of course, I'm getting the stuff ready for the fire and whatever. And they're putting the girl on the backboard, which I'm like, why are you guys putting the girl on the backboard? Neither here nor there. And I'm literally like, do you see that? Do you see that journal over there? The detective or a cop or whatever was sitting there like, yeah, what do you think that is? I'm like, you might want to put some gloves on, sir. It was a good time. I had some good stories from EMS. That girl made it, or else I wouldn't talk about her. I felt bad. I checked on her name like in the thing. And I don't think you're supposed to do that. But I mean, it wasn't nefarious. I just wanted to see if there was an obituary. That was my issue. And that's actually my issue with all the true crime stories lately we have. True crime nowadays on the internet, well, on here, YouTube, is either a cut and dry story like from Law and Order, or Law and Crime, Law and Order. That's a TV show. Law and Crime, or Court TV, even though Court TV I stopped following because I don't do the Karen Reed stuff. Got me really bad. Like, Karen Reed made me really question people and their motives, and Court TV I turned it off. But that's the kind of stuff you get here on YouTube with true crime, is the cut and dry story of it, and then the commentary and true crime genre, which it's just gone so far off the ledge. Like, what is everybody watching nowadays? Like, what are you guys listening to or following? Because, like, I'm finding it hard to get into any of it anymore because of, like, the true crime and make shit up ism. Or like theorize. I mean, I get people have wild imaginations and want to think of such and such. And the reason I was bringing this back around to from EMS is that I would get so many scenarios and so many situations I'd become a part of because of my role. And I would never be able to get like a conclusion to it or an ending to the story, or you know. And there were a couple of examples. Like I said, the girl with the paring knife in her chest. I wanted to make sure the girl wasn't passed away. I would have probably liked to have sent condolences if I seen her. But I didn't see her in the obituary section, so praise God she didn't die. But she daggone sure was she wasn't coded. She was alive, breathing, but not conscious. And I had to put a thing in her mouth to get her airway in, and she flinched. So I was like, oh shit, she don't even need a tube. I was ecstatic about that. But ultimately, I didn't know what had happened to her. You know what I mean? So like all of these stories we watch and pay attention to, is basically the same situation, kind of, to where it's like we don't ever get some kind of outcome or conclusion, and people want to have all these theories and what ifs. And I saw a story yesterday about how Lily and Jack were found in some room in New York City or New York somewhere, and I'm just like, what even is it? Why are we sharing this? Like, if you want to go into fan fiction novelism slash, you know, let's play pretend. I mean, isn't there should be like a whole nother genre for that, because I just don't have time for it. I feel like I'm wasting time by listening and paying attention to stuff that's completely made up. Same thing with like Maddie Soto. This is why one of the other reasons, number one reason I wouldn't ever go to Florida in July is because I would die. Hey Jax Wolf, good to see you. Good to see you. It's been a while. But no, number one, I wouldn't go to Florida in July is because I have anxiety, and when I'm hot, it amplifies it by a million. And also with the case of Stephen Stearns and what he's accused of with Maddie Soto, it's horrific. And then so when that first came out, people would theorize on what they felt or thought, or how they believed the story became, or if the girl was pregnant, and you know, there would be calls coming in on Dolly's channel, and it's like people would think of, you know, ways to explain how they felt like that had gone down. Some were based on their own experience. I mean, that traumatic event in its own is just like, dear God, I don't even want to hear. Like, it's just gotten to a point where it's extreme. I still want to pay attention and watch true crime, but at the same time, I'm like, how do we reel it back? Like, reel it back in. I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm all over the place this morning, but hey, those of you guys that follow me get it, because I've heard and seen you guys say the same type of things. It's just like, we don't ever have a conclusion. Do you think the guy was unalived by the Annabelle doll or a medical problem? That's a good question, Jax. Thanks for bringing that up, because that was one of the things I'd wanted to talk about, but haven't yet. I should have made a thumbnail about that. When I first went live, I was like, what should I talk about? And then I was like, you know what? What the heck? Just pure, utter chaos. We're going to talk about chaos. Hey, Buck Cherry Lover. I got you at the end. Have a great day. I would love to go to FL just to go. Yeah, I love Florida on the coast, all of the water areas, but in the middle, not so much. The Annabelle doll, and he doesn't believe this. I do, though. I truly do. And there's some stuff in our house that's kind of questionable to me that I wouldn't have put in there, but I'm a firm believer in God, Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior. I don't have any fears of objects or fears of things harming me in that way. But when it comes to, like, Annabelle, I believe in demons. I believe in demon possessions. Because if you believe in God, you have to believe in the opposite of God, right? And for whatever reason, this doll has been fully taken over and possessed, and been in the presence of so many things that have caused people to become unalive. And so whether it's natural, sickness, whatever causes that were medical, to me it still could be the doll possessed by the devil, making the person sick and die. I mean, I truly don't know. That's another one of the things that I don't really know, and I don't think anybody would know about. I mean, is it a coincidence the man just happened to die at 54? And there have been evidence people dying after touching her. See, that's what I mean. No, absolutely not. Because like I said, the devil is real. And, you know, if the devil or a demon got into this doll somehow, I mean, I wouldn't touch it. I wouldn't go in a room with it. Period. I wouldn't do it. I probably got spooked. I love playing with dolls growing up. That's different, though. It's like, I don't know how to explain it. I get it though. I get the people that don't think that anything would happen because it's just a doll. But when you've seen like 10 different events occur around the doll and they're all bad, or they're all like unexpected death, unexpected house fire, or like, you know, like all of the events around the doll seem to be energy cannot be created nor destroyed. I definitely believe amen. Exactly. It's very possible. And I thought the real Annabelle doll looks like Raggedy Ann, though. It does. She does. She looks just like Raggedy Ann. But that's not the point. I mean, it's not all Raggedy Ann dolls. It's that one particular doll. For whatever reason, something decided to fucking take that thing over and possess others and kill others. I don't really know. Like, it's one of the things that I don't necessarily believe 100%, but I don't disbelieve it. Does that make sense? It's like, I believe the doll could possibly be possessed by the devil and demons are coming through it to unalive others, but at the same time, it's possible it's not, and so therefore, I don't know. But would I take a chance of it? Like, if you've seen 10 people jump off a cliff to skydive, let's say, and they all make it, but 2 out of those 10 people didn't deploy their parachute properly, would you still go? I mean, I would go, probably. That's not a good example. I would go, but I would take extra precaution to make sure I knew how to open the parachute. But still, that's not a good example. I wouldn't do something with a high level of possibility to death. Like, it's just crazy to me. The Amish believe if a doll has a face, then it can be possessed like a human can. That is why Amish create dolls with no faces. Oh, I did not know that. I've seen things on TV where people have haunted items in their house or like a debit box and they open it not realizing what could happen and that they are curious, in my opinion. Yeah, I've seen that too. It's hard to explain. I think that your mind also has to play a part in the scenario. Like, I think that you have to... I don't think that you could have something occur if you don't know about it. I don't know how to explain what I'm trying to say. I'm a mean Mimi. My grandson discovered Annabelle. He woke up to a Raggedy Ann doll in bed with him. He's still talking about how he kicked Annabelle out. Ghosts throw phones at Dolly. You're right, they do. Well, in that house, there's been a couple of different things. It's weird. We've been in the room and then something in the kitchen moves and then I'll come running into the kitchen and there'd be a dish or something on the ground. And it's not the dogs, because the dogs will be sitting over on the couches. I just think you don't know what you don't know doesn't mean it isn't happening. Exactly. There's a buggy in my window again. I don't know what it is. I think it's a dragonfly. But every time that I sit in my car doing these lives, I always have a buggy in my windshield. My ghosts throw pictures. I believe if you believe something, it's real to you. Arkansas, that's actually, I think, true. Hello, Ollie. Hey, Miss Penny. Good to see you guys all this morning. We just had a regular chat. You should record one night, PJ. I thought about it, but, you know how they say you shouldn't mess around where you sleep or where you live? That always comes back to mind, and so I don't. But, I've turned on the, ghost box every now and then. When we've been preparing to go out somewhere to do ghost hunting or whatever, I've turned on the box at the house. He always freaks out. So it's weird. It's like he freaks out when I turn on the ghost box and doesn't want to know anything that's coming from it there at the house. But then claims that he would allow... It's weird, right? I'm not the only one. Huh. Anyways, you guys, it's 7:50. I gotta run. You guys are the best. Recordings can bring them out more. Yeah, I know. Well, but thanks for being here with me. You guys are the best. Every morning, I get to get it all out, chat away. I feel better about life, and we're gonna go kick its butt today. No bad, no chaos. We're going to live in the chaos, actually. I'm certain it's going to be chaotic. But otherwise, you guys are the best. Hey, jet lag. Have a good day. You guys are the best. Bicycle.